Hello, it's me, Nancy today. How's everybody doing? Well, I'm sorry I didn't talk to you for a couple days. I couldn't get on the internet at Barb's sister's in Tennessee. I have had the most wonderful day today. I went to the farm this morning. Well, first I left. I think I stayed in what was the town called? Hendersonville or something like that. Anyway, I stayed there last night at Barb's sister's home, and I left Barb there this morning. And I went to Franklin and I saw the temple, the Nashville temple. It's very, very pretty, but the property for it is just, it's like a house amount of property, and the fence that's around it is so small, unbelievable. Anyway, it was closed, and so my GPS was taking me to the farm. So I went to the farm in Summertown, at near Summertown, Tennessee. It was amazing. I can't believe I was there. And when I lived there, I remember the trees looked just like they do now, with brown, beautiful brown oak leaves on the ground and some on the trees. So beautiful. And you could see through the woods the W-shaped terrain, you know. Oh, it's just so beautiful. And the whole atmosphere there was so reminiscent, familiar. It was just very beautiful. And there were incredible sculptures that they had made, different things that had been done. There were straw bale houses that were circular, and were very creative. Oh my word, I was so creative. I got so inspired. And somebody had made a dome out of stained glass. It was so beautiful. And oh, I can't remember everything, but it was really living off the land. Some parts of it. Other parts of it were just, people have city jobs and whatever. And that was kind of nice, except the houses. I mean, the houses were in the woods, but other than that, it wasn't really what I remember. But anyway, it was so neat. It was just living off the land, doing things without corporations, surviving happily and with stuff. It was just great. And in the playground for the school, there was there was a frame that would hold 6 bricks, and children make bricks. They're taught how to make bricks with mud and straw. Well, there were these bricks sitting there on the table that had been made by children. Isn't that amazing? And some had broken, some weren't made properly. Isn't that just amazing? How many children learn when they're young, when they're growing up, how to make bricks? Just thought that was a cool thing that children should know how to do. And there were just so many things. I filmed it all. I did so many, many, many videos. They made a pond. They made a pond by diverting a stream just a little bit, and it was like it was going down a hill, and so at the top of the hill they diverted just a little bit of the water, and it filled up a pond, and then of course it kept it full. And I had to run over, and after that the stream went tripping by. It was very cool. And I went to there's the mushroom people. Mushroom people is one of the farm businesses, and they take shiitake mushrooms, and they make them into plug-sized pieces, and in their lab they cover them with spores so that there's no wheat or other things, so they're not contaminated. So you're not cultivating different things, but you're just cultivating shiitake mushrooms anyway. And so then you take your logs, 40-inch long, 4-inch wide logs, diameter logs, and you drill holes every 2.5 inches all the way around the log at 6-inch rings, 6 inches between the rings. And you put these plugs of shiitake mushroom that has been covered with a spore, and then you plug it with wax. And so those will grow. It takes about 9 months, and then those logs will produce shiitake mushrooms. You soak them, you keep them, you water them now and then, and they will produce a supply of mushrooms for you. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, I bought a pack of that. It's enough to do 10 40-inch logs. So I'll see if I can do that at Mom's, and I could leave them there. Very cool. Very, very cool. And what else did I see and learn? I didn't go into the soy dairy. I was really tired by then. I went into the store. I remember when the store was a tent, and when it was a place where you went and got your rations. You could choose whatever you wanted and take it back to the tent. The big, huge, long. There was a single ladies' tent and single men's tent. And I found the place where the tent was, I think. It's really cool to go back there, to remember all these things, and to talk to a few people. Weren't many people around. I guess a lot of people work in town or something. But there were bicycles. It just really reminded me of the time when bicycles were the way of transportation on the farm. You walked or you rode your bike, or a bike. And it was just such a deja vu. Not deja vu. It was just a wonderful place to walk back through. And I think on the farm is where I learned to pay attention, to pay good attention to things. And I think I am who I am. I was created, molded somewhat by my experience on the farm. It was such a life-changing experience, such an eye-opening experience. A look into who I am and living in the earth, on the earth. Anyway, it was so much back to nature stuff today. Gathering water from the roof and putting up bamboo stands to break the wind. It was really cool. Okay, well, that's what I had to say to you. So I'll let you go. I'm in a motel in Desoto State Falls. So cool. It's a mountain. I'm in Alabama. I don't know. I wasn't planning on going to Alabama, but I didn't go kitty corner to Chattanooga and then down to Athens. I went straight south from Nashville, and I ended up in Alabama, and then I'm going to go east, or I'm already going partly. I'm almost on the border of Georgia. Anyway, so that's my life. If you live near here, better let me know quickly. I could see you. Okay, goodbye, dears. I gotta push the button. Hi. You can do this at home. Results may differ.